Yeah. All right. Got it. Okay, welcome everybody. This is our wellness spotlight. This New Year's, basically January. Start off the year with something that will touch up on our health, which is very important for us. We'll be having a couple of people that will be talking and, of course, sharing their experience and their examples, their results from concept of health. That's what we'll be presenting today. I will be presenting that theme today, and of course there'll be other people who will go after me. I will have four people. There will be Yelena, Ala, Irina, and Roman. They will talk about their results. Of course, a little bit about me, and each person will that will speak also will tell them, tell us about themselves a little bit also. I am a registered nurse by profession. Currently, I reside in Inglewood, Florida. We moved here almost 2 years ago, actually from California to Florida. This was our biggest move. And so far we're here, we're enjoying the Sunshine State. Of course, we were right on time for Hurricane Ian, but that was nothing. Thank God we survived that. But of course, back to our health. So let's see here. Everybody's logged in. Anything? Welcome, welcome. And I see there's more and more people coming in. If, of course, I'll repeat one more time. If there's an issue with the sound or video, just get out of the Zoom, come right back in with that link, and go from there. And of course, we are recording this session. Let's see here. So goals of this meeting is present our concept of health, what we follow, and have other people show the results. What it is basically is like maintenance and prevention. Let's see here. So we'll start with the concept of health. Well, easily put, our body is made out of trillions of cells, which from the simplest blocks, we start with cells. Cells make our tissues, which make our organs, which also consist of systems, and this makes our body. Our cells need water or hydration because there's fluid in us. It needs to be clean or cleanliness. Our bodies also, they detoxify, cleanses itself, and of course nutrition. So those three topics. First one, of course, being water or hydration. It's very important to have the right amount of water, the right type of water, because we're made basically 70 to 80% of our bodies is water. Of course, the younger you are, the more water we have. And it has to be also the right pH. It needs the right minerals. And that water also is preferably has to have a negative charge. Cleanliness or detoxification, where our body gets rid of water and fat-soluble toxins. Of course, our gut cleanses or purges the used up waste. Our skin also exfoliates, also gets different types of things out. We also need to get unwanted visitors out of our bodies, which also get into us either through food or environment. And of course, when our gut and our system's working properly, it absorbs what is our next step is nutrition, the build process. Nutrients on a cellular level, of course, amino acids, fats, minerals. And of course, basically this, just going back a little bit, of course, concept for me, for example, for other people is, what it reminds me of is like a fish aquarium. Our bodies, basically everything in us happens in water. Our fish, as we call our cells, needs our, basically, especially our blood, carries the oxygen in blood, oxygen and nutrients to our cells. Of course, we need to make sure all those processes are working properly, everything's clean, our filters, our detoxifiers, which is the liver, kidneys, and of course, we need to feed those fish, which that's where the nutrition comes from. And why is it important? Because our cells renew and multiply daily. Some take a little bit longer, but every 5 to 7 years, we have a completely new body. Some, like I said, some systems or organs take sooner, or even sooner, like I said, our cells, our blood cells, they continuously renew, rejuvenate. We have, because it's flowing, we have to have healthy cells that do their processes correctly. We have weak cells. If we don't follow that concept of health, they will basically make a weak body. Going back to cells, our tissues, organs, systems, body. If we have healthy cells, they'll make a very resilient, strong body, basically. And of course, our immune system will be where it's supposed to be. We won't be as sick as often. Everything's going to work correctly. And because right now, in the modern day society, of course, we have our medicine. Modern medicine that, of course, mainly a lot of times basically treats on a organ level. We come in with symptoms. We'll try to see, try to, of course, fix the symptoms. A lot of times we don't know what the cause is. But so our goal is, of course, to avoid being sick and stay healthy, give our body the tools that it needs to maintain itself and keep you healthy and independent, especially as we get older. My results of basically before I came to knowing the concept of health is I started to develop lactose intolerance, food sensitivities, couple of skin issues, rashes, unknown, that no creams, lotions didn't help. Extra weight, I couldn't wear certain things anymore. Even certain belts, if I sat in the car, it was push on my stomach, that would create problems. If I picked something up that was heavy enough, it basically put me in spasms, basically took me out for an hour or two. So life was different, but now it's not. Now it's back to normal. I'm enjoying life again, especially for my family. My son had horrible allergies, couldn't go outside. His eyes would swell up, his nose, sinuses. A lot of times we'd have him sitting upright during the night to sleep. We would use things like Ephrin, because some people know what that is. Just use one nostril to keep him breathing, hopefully, and then last half of the night use the other one. But you can't use that too often. Upper respiratory infections, ear infections. We took him to the ER, of course, multiple times, and now he also enjoys life as a kid that can run outside in the grass, and that's his results. Of course, and one more is my wife's, Irina's, results. She had also had allergies to the point where the doctor's like, you just got to move someplace like Palm Springs, something near the ocean. This was back in California. And of course, other issues with gut like constipation, all in the past. Those are just a few results. That's just ours. There's more and more that will come up that we'd like to share later on. And of course, there's other people that want to share their results also. So that brings us to our first person who will also talk about themselves a little bit and share her personal results and background on the concept of health and what she has received from this. And it's Yelena. So Yelena, please join us and tell us a little bit yourself.
Hi, I'm Yelena. I live in Idaho, Twin Falls, and I just joined the company last year, sometime in the summer. The way I found out about this company is I invited my girlfriend to my party, and she seemed more cheerful and happier than before. Then she told me about her weight loss and how she gained so much energy. At the time when it happened, I had been my health had been slowly deteriorating. Even since my early 20s, I suffered from allergies and constipation. And after I started my menopause, more issues followed. Lack of energy, general weakness, hot flashes, issues with digestion, heartburn, etc. So many to name. So every year I'd go to my doctor for a checkup and complain about not feeling well. but doctor have never found anything wrong with me. Just general tests every year will show nothing. So I was very frustrated at that time, and I didn't know what to do. And that was just in time. I immediately purchased all the products that my girlfriend recommended, and I started on the program immediately. First detox, then anti-parasitic program, and then clean my guts, all that stuff. 90-day program, and just a couple months later, I realized that I forgot about my heartburn. My allergies were almost gone, like 90%. I gained energy. I got rid of my digestion issues, started to feel lighter after I ate food. And I realized also that my blood vessels became more flexible, stronger, because before my fingers would bruise very easily, and it happened a lot. So now I continue taking those supplements to recover my health further, because I still have some issues that I'm working on, and for prevention purposes as well. And I don't know what I would do without learning about these products, about this company that allows everybody to use these products and gain their health back. And I don't really know why other people wouldn't want to do that. Honestly, when I talk to other people, I just don't see that many people trusting the products. And to those people I can say, if you want to get better, you want your health back, your health is only in your hands. There are no doctors who would help you with to gain your health back, because they're not interested in getting you healthy. They're gonna lose their jobs, right? So yeah, so therefore it's your choice whether you want it or not, but no one's gonna help you but you yourself.
Exactly, Elena. Coming from my medical background, exactly. So thank you very much for your results. Being in the medical field, you'll see these people just coming in, don't know what's going on multiple times. You already know their face. Sometimes you see their names, like, oh man, he's back again, because they were, let's try this. That's usually the doctors. Of course, there are good ones, of course. But I said they're all people. Of course, they have their protocols. They have their things like, oh, came in, let's say, with this issue, go take this test, this, and hopefully we should find out. Hopefully, we'll keep you long enough to see if that works. Oh, then I'll see, hey, if it works, maybe you're feeling a little bit better. Okay, go home, and you're back again. Or basically you come back, it's worse. Exactly, and coming like I'm seeing
Yeah.
patients come back. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that doctors, they do not help you to get better. They just treat your symptoms, and that's not medicine. That's not real medicine. They treat symptoms, and if you take these supplements, you treat the root of the cause of this, of the issues and all the symptoms. So once you get rid of the cause, you are healthy. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to go back to doctors and take those chemicals and so forth. So that's the reason why I'm here, because I don't know what doctors do in there, but not what I need.
Exactly, exactly. I've seen my doctor also. I saw my primary care, because even before I found out about this company, I had this issue. They're like, well, you're getting older. These should be your new norms. This is your new normal. Just work out more, drink more water, take more fiber. And I did listen. I did that, and I didn't see any changes. But like I said, there's things out there like this option, and it's like it's not a quick fix. One thing, and of course we'll move on to the next person. But it's not a quick fix. It's a lifestyle. It's you basically change something and you do it all the time, because it takes time. It's easy to, like, say, get in, go cut something out, put a little patch on it, and on you go. but you'll be back with something worse. Anyway, going on to our next person. Thank you again, Yelena. Will be Ala. She will also share who she is, where she's from, and her results and her little testimony. Thank you, Ala. Please join us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ala, and I live in Northport, Florida. I came to Coral Club a little bit over 2 years ago, and I didn't know what to expect. But since I had so many health issues, I decided to try the program, the concept of health, the system. And what interests me that I saw it's not only one bottle of supplements, it's just a whole system, and you have to follow it. And you're not alone to follow it. You have a coach who will coach you through the program, who will help you to get your results. So I said, okay, I am willing to try, because with health problems that I had, the main one it was irregular heartbeat, and I've been suffering from that for a while. And it was my digestions. I had headaches. I had my skin didn't look good. I had autoimmune disease or problems. It was like the whole bouquet. And with my age, I was like a little bit scared, because like, okay, if I'm 40 having this kind of problems, what's gonna be when I'm gonna be 60? And I said, no, I don't want to be ill, and I don't want to be sick when I'm 60. So I decided to follow the concept of health, and within 3 days, I already saw results. And this result was, I woke up in the morning. I was not tired, because when you wake up in the morning, you want to sleep another 15 minutes. You want to do another 5 minutes, with this alarm that's go on and off. So yes. And during the day, how they call this power nap, that you have to take a power nap. And right now, I do not take my power naps. I do not need it. And then every day I have to take my power nap. And I thought it was normal. And, like they say, this age, yeah, you'll have these problems and this and that. And what I realized, no weakness, no tired. I had so much energy. And another thing, I have a lot of results, but I'm just want to share with a couple of them. And another one, I start having headaches, and it runs in our family. My dad's side, and all the family from my dad's side start having headaches. And Tylenol, ibuprofen, just a painkiller will help, but I didn't like that. And I kind of got a little bit scared, and I said, family has a high blood pressure, family have headaches. And I was like, I don't like that. And I started having those headaches. And being on the concept of health over a month, I realized, like, whoa, wait a minute. There is no headaches at all right now. So I got rid of the headaches. And I have so much energy. And sometimes I just look at the time and thinking, oh, it's already 8 o'clock and I still have so much energy to run. So, and I feel better than I felt 2 years ago, like 90% better. My heart is normal. I haven't had the irregular heartbeat since I started the program. So, so the program helped me to stay balanced. It helped my energy, and it helped me to create lifestyle. Those is sustainable for me and for others. So, and if you are new here and thinking what to do, what's going on here, so just ask the person who invites you, and they will tell you a little bit more about it.
Thank you very much, Ala. Exactly. We will remind that, of course, the end also for each person who's here who hasn't heard about any of these things. Of course, go back to your person who invited you. Exactly. Energy, great health, all signs of good health, then of course everything's working properly, or as it's supposed to be. We're in a way, our bodies are programmed to do certain things if we have, like I said, the right tools, where everything's functioning, everything's flowing the right way, things are going in and out, right? We basically, our body will, like a car, like a house, anything that's correctly working is going to work good and to our benefit. Thank you again. Our next speaker, of course, and sharing their testimony and who they are is Irina. Please join in and tell us a little more. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, thank you. I am Irina, or Irene, or as my family calls me, Ipa, whatever, which one you want. But my story is kind of similar to anyone else's who comes across Coral Club. We live in Florida. I'm a hairdresser, and I love and enjoy my profession so much, but you know, stress and all the chemicals that we were breathing in and everything else, you know, the wrong kind of foods that you were eating on the go. Slowly but surely, I was getting more tired and tired. And then by the time I was diagnosed with something, you know, you go to the doctor, to different specialists. By the time they diagnosed me, I actually had stage 1 cancer. That's how bad my intoxication was. And unfortunately, then I didn't know about Coral Club yet and concept of health. Otherwise, I would not agree to a surgery. But the doctors assured me that once they cut that organ out that, you know, had cancer in it, that my health will get better and, you know, full restoration, they promised me. And of course, doctors gave me advice that, yes, I have to be drinking water. I have to take vitamins because I was deficient in everything, especially vitamin D. It doesn't matter that I lived in Florida, I was still deficient in vitamin D. Anyways, I was taking all these vitamins, but, and I was doing blood work and still nothing. Like my health was not getting better. As a matter of fact, it was getting worse and worse to the point where I developed panic attacks, and then deep depression set in because I couldn't understand, or the doctors couldn't help me. So obviously I was sleep deprived, and like Allah said, the whole bouquet of issues that developed from that. Vitamin deficiency and the toxins in our body, they're actually the main cause of all of our problems. So, and doctors do treat symptoms, but they don't get to the root of a problem. So if you don't take care of it yourself, you know, doesn't matter how healthy you are, with the age, you will get more and more sick, and that's how diseases develop. So long story short, doctors couldn't help me. They couldn't figure out why I wasn't getting better. So I started doing my own research, why taking vitamins, and I was not yielding any results. And this is when I came across Coral Club. And what I loved about it is that, yes, it's a supplement company, but how they differ, how they're unique, that they have a whole system. They did tell me that I have to be drinking water, but it can't be just any kind of plain water that just sits in your stomach and makes you bloated, that it has to be the right parameter water, you know, it has to be bioactive water. So I started with that. And like Allah said, you know, we all start with the same thing, concept of health, 90 days. And then after that, they also told me that I need to cleanse my body, that I have to go through detox, and I have to get rid of the parasites in my body. And only then can I start taking the vitamins to actually, that will actually get to each cell that my body needs. Like each cell needs certain amount of vitamins, minerals, oils that will not get absorbed if you don't go through these steps. So like Allah said, she noticed a difference. Yeah, and yes, it's not over exaggeration. I noticed a difference on the third day because I woke up and I had no bloatness. Before that, I was retaining so much water that, you know, my face looked so swollen. It was like a balloon. So my legs and my feet. I woke up and it was the first thought that came to my mind. I slept through the night, which haven't happened in years, because I would wake up with panic attacks. But I slept through the night for the first time. And those were the kind of results. So I looked at the thing and I was like, this is different. So, and at that point, I was taking 3 different antidepressants. I was on numerous medication for obviously things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol because of my hormonal disbalance because of my cancer. I gained a lot of weight that, you know, I wasn't really eating much. And I did feel so nauseous at that point that whatever I did eat, I actually didn't actually stay inside of me. I couldn't keep it down, but I was still gaining weight. So I was on all these medications. And then after like a week of being in the program, I realized that this is actually working. So I literally weaned myself off of the antidepressants without any kind of withdrawal symptoms or any consequences, just, you know, being on the program. And then my headaches went away. I started sleeping better. And within 90 days, I lost 60 pounds. The extra pounds just kind of melted away because, you know, my body was getting all the nutrients and it was, cleansed out. And so when I returned to work after 90 days, none of my clients recognized me. So they called it a total transformation. So these were like the obvious things that disappeared within 90 days. And as I was going, like this is going on year 3 that I have been on the concept of health, because as we all know that it's not just like a 90-day program, it is a way of life. You do have to maintain it because we do live in the world where we do get reinfected with parasites and all the toxins and all that. So this is me going on year 3 and my life is getting better and better. Things like I had eczema on my hands, obviously from chemicals from work, and nothing helped. You know, they would just prescribe me hormonal medication that I would have to use. I forgot what that's like. Obviously, no more panic attacks, no more depression, no more headaches, no more nausea. That's really, really wonderful. And then also, my doctor prescribed me a PEP or a PEP machine that I slept with because I was diagnosed with sleep apnea because of my panics and because I couldn't sleep. I actually used that machine for 5 years. This is 2 years now that I don't use the machine anymore and I sleep like a baby. I don't have a problem sleeping. I wake up full of energy and I'm always full of energy. I'm always happy. And like my hair started growing because being a hairstylist, I actually had really short hair because it would break off and it was embarrassing because people would come to me for advice what to do for healthy hair. And I'm like, I don't know, because I couldn't even, get my hair to grow because it was breaking off. But now that I'm taking vitamins and addressing those issues from within, my skin cleaned up. I cleared up. I actually had adult acne up until I was like 35, and that finally went away. Like I don't have to wear any makeup or anything like that. My nails started to grow, and just the list just goes on and on and on. But like I said, going on 3 years, I haven't seen a doctor once. Where before I literally would go every other day, and then once they diagnosed me with cancer, after even the surgery, they were like, okay, we have to see you every so often to kind of keep an eye on you. 3 years, they stopped calling me because I haven't been back to any kind of doctor. I haven't taken one single medication, chemical medication, not even like Advil, not at all. I forgot the way to my pharmacy. I just literally take care of all of my problems and issues as they arise with Coral Club products. And it's all organic, it's all healthy. It's only gonna make you better instead of, if you take chemical medication, only gonna make it worse because of all the buildup in your body that's toxin, and you're ruining your liver and all the other things that bad things that come with taking medication. Taking Coral Club products, I give it to my kids, and I am 100% sure that it's safe for them, and I am not scared to take a lot of the pills, because some people look at me and they're like, how many do you take? But I take it all because I know how much our body needs that we just don't get with food, because our foods are processed, and it's not even the organic stuff, it's not grown in a soil that actually has all the nutrients in it. So we know we're just eating empty foods. So just by giving my body what it needs, each cell, the right kind of water, the right kind of vitamins, I feel better, I look younger, and that makes me excited to actually share this with everyone who wants to actually go the different way and not having to rely on doctors, and just feel better and take their health into their own hands and just feel great. So thank you so much for letting me come on here and share it with you guys. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Ipa or Ira, thank you so much for your testimony. So much good things, of course, you've seen, of course, in your life. Being, of course, you know where to compare it to before and after. And it's sad to say a lot of people are in the same boat, and some kind of stay on it until to the very end, instead of natural products, or they, of course, followed our medical, or of course, our modern medicine, and basically they'll add their own pills little by little, and of course that doesn't work. Let's try something else, or increase the dose of whatever didn't help this first time. Going back to Ala, of course, with her heart problems. Yeah, that would have been a vicious cycle in itself. Right, let's try this, didn't work. And yeah, like let's say, like a lot of people, like say, like are don't know what to do, and that's why we're here to hopefully show them there is an option. There's ways to get your hands back, get your health back in your hands, and of course, there's hospitals have their own, of course, uh, place in our society. Meaning, if of course, if you break an arm, break a leg, of course, you need surgery. You need to get things fixed. But a lot of times, things that get cut out or surgically removed, or something where medically they go in there, do something to hopefully fix something that they maybe not, don't know for sure that's what caused the problem. That's when other problems might arise. And like I said, of course, there's a chance to get that fixed. Our next speaker, of course, I think again, will be Roman. He also will be sharing his testimony and a little bit about himself. And Roman, take it away. Thanks.
Thank you, Sergey. Thank you, ladies who are speaking before me. Great results. I want to congratulate everybody who is here with us today. It's beginning of the year and you're doing the right thing from get-go. You're learning something that may drastically change your life like it did with us. And even if you don't decide to follow the whole concept of health, try some stuff and you will see that it works, and then you will still want to go back to what we're talking about. And this is changing lifestyle. So a little bit about myself. I'm 45 right now. 6 years ago, January 2018, I decided to change my life and get myself in good shape. I was 211 pounds, and I'm not going to list all the problems that I had because I thought it's just part of aging. So everything from headaches to knee pains was considered to be a normal thing of going older. And especially my mom continuously told me, Roman, you're going to be 40. That's the time when everything breaks in the body. So guess what? I lived the entire year thinking something is going to break right now. And I did not know anything about medicine. I'm still kind of admitting that I did not know where my kidney are. But again, now I do know, at least, I guess. So long story short, I was looking for different things. For me, easy thing is exercise. So I did exercise 1 hour each day from January 1st, 2018. And I saw a little progress with my weight. Then my wife Katrina started doing some dieting because she had second baby and she needed to lose weight. And I would follow her because it was easy. She cooks the food, I do the same thing. I cook the food, she tells me what to do. I don't have to think twice. And I lost a little bit more weight, but the problems in my body were not going anywhere, and the weight was pretty much staggering. So I went from 211 to maybe 200 pounds, and it's 11 pounds, pretty good, somebody says, but I wasn't happy. And then I was introduced to Coral Club. How? My friend called me saying, Roman, do you know people who want to be healthier? And I don't know many, but one is right here. Tell me. She told me the thing that you just heard today, the concept of health, our 4 steps. And I said, that cannot be true. It's too simple. No, don't believe it. Goodbye. Hang up. She calls me again saying, Roman, maybe you want to at least try something. I said, okay, I'll try something. And I tried. I drank our water for an entire month. Imagine, good start. And believe it or not, in that 1 month, I had some changes. I forgot about my heartburn and I started sleeping better. So it caught my attention. And I said, listen, if only drinking water changes that much, tell me once again the whole thing. and we went over it. It sounded very logical to me from the get-go, but I couldn't believe that health is so simple if you take it in your hands. And for me, I understood that our health is a result of our lifestyle, but I never knew what is the right lifestyle is. And there are so many people on the internet and social media and TikTok and whatever they say, do this, do that, you lose weight, you eat that. Really? Yes, but how long that result will last? Can you keep it up for the rest of your life? Can you share it with your kids? Is it really safe? Because a lot of diets will get you to lose your weight, but then you'll have some other health issues. You take some vitamins. I spoke with a person today, he says, my wife was taking some vitamins and she felt bad. She stopped taking vitamins and she feels better now. I said, of course, the vitamins and vitamins, that's two different things. What we have and what you have in the pharmacy, it's two different things. I'm not saying they're better or worse, but look at what you take it into your body. So, long story short, 5 years later now, or almost 6 years now, no problems with the weight. I look the same for the last 5 years. I forgot about every single age-related problem I had. And the icing on the cake, about 7 years ago, I was told I have to do surgery for my right shoulder because I had a lot of injuries from different sports I was playing. And doctor said there is really no way to fix your pain in your shoulder except for the surgery. I don't like anybody to cut pieces of my body. I had one surgery in my life. It was a long time ago. It was a horrible experience. And I didn't want to go over the surgery one more time. So I said, I will persevere the pain as much as I can. Thanks God I did that because I met Coral Club. I went through the concept of health. I forgot about all of the issues besides the shoulder. So I came to my consultant, as you all probably have yours. And I said, what's wrong? I did everything. Everything is gone, but the shoulder is still in pain. And here's what I got as an answer. You cleanse your body. Now you need to feed it what's missing. So I did that. I usually don't call the name of the product, but I'll say today it's called Biluron. I took it for 2 months. And after 2 months, my shoulder was like new. And I never had to do surgery. I never had the pain again in my shoulder. And right now, I am pretty much a new, young, 45 years old man. So what I want to suggest all of you, or at least share with you my experience, if you want to be healthy and you want to live long and you want to control what's happening with you, your family, your children, your parents, even your pets, look at the concept of health, talk to the people who invited you here, and at least give it a try. Go for 90 or 120 days, whatever program you decide to do, but commit to this little period of time. You will not believe how your body will change. And even if it doesn't change, you will see the difference. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Roman. Exactly. Every word. Agree. It's not hard. Meaning, it's if you think about it, meaning, some people know a little bit, here and there, maybe a little. Me from a medical background, of course, us going through biology classes, chemistry, all that stuff. We kind of know of it, but of course, before we knew the concept of health, we just knew that it's important for somebody. Being young, like I'll be fine until something happens. Maybe I'll do something about it. But of course, thank God we learned about it. And the simple part is our cells need proper and hydration. Like I'll quickly remind, of course, it needs to be the right pH. If the pH, if it's acidic, our blood's slightly alkaline. If it's acidic, we're prone to sickness, viruses, bacteria. Like it or not, the one that likes to eat, pretty much eat us up is the fungi. Basically, they'll acidic, meaning if we are acidic, that's what happens. If we're not getting rid of fats and water-soluble toxins, that what our detoxes do, our cleanses. If our gut is all stuffed up, the walls are not absorbing. You're not getting nutrition. If you are taking even some other type of supplements, they're not being absorbed. They're just, in a way, basically they're coming right through you, and you're feeding, of course, without the parasitals, of course, with not keeping the numbers down, it's impossible to get them at a zero. But if getting their lowest possible. They're eating up all the good stuff, and all their waste is going into us. That's where all the problems begin. That's where, like I said, from my medical background, my experience, more and more I'm seeing people my age, even younger, coming with problems that you're supposed to be seeing later down the line. We had a guy who came in because he felt he passed out driving to work. They brought him in, and hey, you have diabetes and you need open heart surgery. Other people, of course, she came in for some gut problem. Older lady, of course. Then she developed a fracture out of nowhere, wrist fracture, something in her neck. She was basically falling apart. These a lot of different examples, back problems, like you mentioned, Bilaron, like different joint issues, things that come from hydration. Three main things. Everybody who at least hopefully remembers 10 to 15% of what we said today. Three things: hydrate, properly hydrate, cleanse, and build. You got to feed your cells, and they will be healthy. They'll be in their top shape. They'll produce, multiply, and create those healthy cells that will continue to make our bodies healthy, which will be very basically not prone to any diseases right now, especially with all these things going around, all the flus, viruses, different infections, especially different depending where we live, especially here in Florida. It's warm and hot throughout the year, so different things can attack, of course. And people that live in the colder areas, that's where they see more other sicknesses. Give your body what it needs to get to give you that body that you need. Let's see here. One, of course, just to summarize, everybody that was presenting today, of course, has gone through what's called a concept of health. Initially, the 90-day program. Some people, even I've heard that when they heard about it, they couldn't believe it. They're like, no, this won't work for me. They even tried something just to prove that person who told them about the program that they won't work. And lo and behold, it did work. Never know until you try something. Of course, things can't get worse. You just got to get it on the right track so that your body can be on the right track. Even when I started, quickly, just to go through it, when I started, I've noticed when I lost weight, even before going through any kind of cleanse or detox, a lot of things that come out, of course, are the fat and water soluble toxins, but also a lot of that weight can be inflammation. A lot of things can't get to yourself, so you have to get that down also. Water, extra water, salts, everything. So it's a process. It's not one and done. Some people say, they'll think, oh, I'll do one. Some people need a couple. It's a process. If you haven't done anything for all these years, it will take time. Some people sooner, some people are a little bit later. Of course, anybody who would like to know details about these programs, the 90-day, any types of talks in any part of the 90-day process, the water, what type of water were you guys talking about? What will get my water or fat soluble toxins out? What do you guys use? And the build, which is very important, what we want everybody to go through, because some people try to skip certain steps or go right to the build. Just know, if your body is not ready, your gut's not ready to absorb don't waste your money on pretty much anything else. Even your medicines that you take from your doctor, they won't work correctly because things are not properly absorbed. And before things are too late, there's a time of no return before your body pretty much can't help you anymore. Don't get to that point. Like I said, whoever invited you to this wellness spotlight, get in touch with them, get their information. They'll love to share what they know and help you from there. That's the health part, of course. And that's a little challenge for you guys. Try something. Try the water. Try the whole 90 days. Any parts, and you'll see a result. And of course, anybody who wants to visit sunny Florida this coming April, there will be also a business spotlight also. And of course, whoever invited you also can share that information with you. And thank you again to our speakers. This was Sergey that was with you today. Thank you, Yelena, Ala, Irina, and Roman for sharing their results with the Spotlight, meaning with the Coral Club and the 90-day detox. And we will hope to see you on our next Wellness Spotlight so we can share more information, basically hear other testimonies, and hopefully help more people help their health, get their health back into their hands, and continue to enjoy life. Take care, guys. Have a good night and have a great evening. Take care.
Thank you.
Welcome. Mhm.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye. Be healthy and happy.
Good night.
Thank you.